Hi guys, this is Bill from Spencer1984.com with the final update to the Demolition Man Olds 442. So I've got it all wrapped up now, and for the most part, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Give a little turn around here for the full 360. So I do still have a little bit of a step in the hood here, but I looked around some and it seems like that's common for this, whether you're using the stock hood or an aftermarket. There's just something about the way that fits. So I'm going to live with it. And the body markings are a combination of my own stuff and an old Fred Caddy decal sheet. He had the badges, which I can't print in metallic, and I did the license plates and the hood stripes because those weren't available on his sheet. And side view mirrors are out of the AMT Eckler kit. So those looked pretty close to the sport mirrors that were supposed to be on the movie car. Most of the chrome trim is bare metal foil, but I did do the wheel arches with the Gundam chrome marker. I did drill out the headlights. These are the headlight lenses from the AMT Oldsmobile kit, and they actually fit in there really nice. Just cut it right back to the edge of the bezel and we're good. Take a look at the engine. I used the Model House air cleaner, but pretty much everything else in here is straight out of the AMT kit. So for that forward cross member, all I did was I cut that off the body and then I modified the end so that it could fit inside the Johan body. And it actually fits the shape of the grille really nicely. I'm pretty happy with that. The tires are Fireball Model Work decals over some parts box tires that fit the rims. Really hard to see the interior. I don't know if I'll be able to show anything. Let's see from the other side. Yeah, it's really hard to see, but that was kind of what I expected, which is why I didn't take huge pains to clean up the floor. You really can't see it if you want to. But you can see just enough to kind of get the point across. The chassis actually annoys me with how good it fits. I had to add a little filler panel here just inside the rear bumper, and I also had to make these little pipes to go between the mufflers and the tailpipes. But other than that, it fits better than the stock chassis did. Moving up front, steering still works. And at the very front, again, this fits the front bumper like it was made for it. I mean, I've seen full kits that they don't fit that nicely. Not actually a complaint, just, wow, wish other kits fit together that nicely. Take a closer look at the headlights. You see, they're not the best from the AMT kit, but they certainly look a lot better than the molded-in parts. And I don't think there's anything else in the engine that you guys haven't seen yet. Oh, and I did try something on the hood. For the two scoops, the front of them, I actually did those with strips of vinyl instead of paint. I was hoping that would be a slightly sharper finish, and I think it worked. I think that looks pretty good, and probably better than it would have if I had tried to paint it. I do wish that hood fit a little bit better, but again, I'm not going to spend too much time worrying about that. And I also found something kind of fun to go with it. Over the summer, I was at a local fair, and they had a bunch of Hot Wheels cars. And since this is one of the ones that I knew I was going to get to, I picked up the little SAPD police car. It needed a little paint touch-up in the front wheel covers, and obviously they are not to scale, but for $1, I figured it might be nice to get and use for some forced perspective photos. And so that will wrap up the Demolition Man Oldsmobile. Considering it's a 50-something-year-old rebuilder with a late-model chassis and engine and an aftermarket resin trans kit, I'm going to call it a win. So next up, I actually still need to post the slideshow for the Back to the Future DeLorean Time Machine. That'll be posted next weekend, and then the week after that, I will be starting on the final project for 2024. So you can come back and check those out, and thanks for watching.